How did Rihanna become the richest female musician and the second richest female entertainer, just behind the Oprah? Well, the journey of Robyn Rihanna Fenty, or as we know her, Rihanna, is a story of talent, hard work, and a pinch of destiny. Rihanna's humble beginnings started in St. Michael, Barbados, born on February 20th, 1988. Surrounded by music from a young age, she was just another island girl until 2003. That year, destiny led her to cross paths with Evan Rogers, a record producer on vacation. Under Rogers' wings, Rihanna recorded some demo tracks, the first notes of her siren song to the world. Rihanna's talent was undeniable, and soon her music was knocking on the doors of big record labels. And guess who answered? None other than Jay-Z, then president of Def Jam, and record executive L.A. Reid. They saw a star in the making and didn't hesitate to sign her in 2005. Fast forward a few months and bam! Rihanna's debut single, Ponder Replay, was bouncing its way to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Not a bad start, huh? Later in 2005, Rihanna released her first album, Music of the Sun. A fresh cocktail of pop, R&B, and Caribbean vibes, her music was like a breath of fresh air to global audiences, and they just couldn't get enough of it. Smash hits like Umbrella, We Found Love, and Diamonds didn't just top charts, they made Rihanna one of the greatest music icons. From there, the hits just kept coming. 7 more albums were added to her discography, the latest being Anti in 2016. With over 60 million albums sold, 9 Grammy Awards, and millions pouring in, Rihanna had become a titan of the music industry. In fact, following the release of Anti, Rihanna raked in $2.5 million from music sales and a cool $7.6 million from streaming alone. But that's not all. Rihanna knew the value of taking her show on the road. Her 2013 Diamonds World Tour raked in a staggering $140 million. And the Anti-World Tour in 2016? Well, that was preceded by a $25 million sponsorship deal with Samsung. Clearly, the success of her music career was phenomenal. But Rihanna wasn't one to be pigeonholed. She understood the need for diversification to explore different avenues of income. In 2011, Rihanna took another monumental step, this time in a completely different direction. We're not talking about a new album or another world tour. No, she took her first big leap into entrepreneurship with the launch of her very first fragrance, Rebel Fleur. This marked the beginning of Rihanna, the business tycoon. And believe it or not, this scent was no one-hit wonder. We're talking a staggering $80 million in sales during the first year. That's enough to make anyone's head spin with the sweet smell of success. Capitalizing on this triumph, she introduced another fragrance, Rebel, and today she has nearly a dozen scents to her name. But Rihanna's business acumen didn't stop at perfumes. Oh no, she was just getting warmed up. You see, fashion was calling her name, and Rihanna answered. Her collaborations with big names like Puma, River Island, Armani, Dior, CoverGirl, and MAC went beyond simply lending her face to a brand. Rihanna was actively involved as a creative director, shaping the look and feel of the products. Fast forward to 2015, and Rihanna's making power moves, this time in the digital world. She took the bold step of acquiring a stake in the music streaming service Tidal. An unusual move? Perhaps. But a smart one? Definitely. In 2021, Jack Dorsey's company Square snapped up Tidal for a cool $297 million. This smart investment landed Rihanna, along with other artist stakeholders, a sweet payday of nearly $9 million, according to Variety. Rihanna's entrepreneurial journey truly hit its stride in 2017. She moved out of the recording studio and into the world of cosmetics, partnering with none other than the French luxury conglomerate LVMH. Together, they co-founded Fenty Beauty, a beauty line that shook the industry with its unwavering commitment to inclusivity. Now, when I say inclusivity, I mean that Fenty Beauty really went all out. They catered to a broad range of skin tones, offering a whopping variety of shades. This approach was groundbreaking, and consumers were quick to show their love, creating a cult-like following for the brand. And let's just talk about the numbers for a second. By 2020, just 3 years after its launch, Fenty Beauty had already brought in a jaw-dropping $550 million in revenue. But that was just the beginning. LVMH reported that by 2022, the brand had doubled its revenue. That's right, they were making bank with expanded distribution networks and a successful lineup of products. Social media also played a crucial role in Fenty Beauty's meteoric rise. From viral TikTok videos to Instagram stories, Fenty's products were everywhere. And when they launched their first fragrance in August 2021, well, it sold out within hours of release. Talk about making a splash! Initially, she held a 15% stake in the company, But she wasn't satisfied with just that. According to Forbes, she has since increased her stake to a whopping 50%. This move amplified Rihanna's status as a formidable entrepreneur. Just a year after launching her beauty brand, Rihanna was back at it, this time revolutionizing the world of lingerie with her line Savage X Fenty. Now, this wasn't just any lingerie line. Oh no, Savage X Fenty had the Rihanna touch. Launched in 2018 in partnership with textile fashion group, it combined fashion-forward designs with inclusive sizing, redefining how the industry viewed lingerie. And folks, the market responded. In February, Savage X Fenty bagged a whopping $115 million in funding, skyrocketing its valuation to an impressive $1 billion. And who were the investors, you ask? None other than big names like Jay-Z's Marcy Venture Partners and private equity firm L. Catterton, which also counts Bernard Arnault, Rihanna's partner in Fenty Beauty, as one of its investors. But what does Rihanna herself hold in this venture? Well, according to Forbes, she owns a cool 30% stake in the company. With the recent funding, Savage X Fenty plans to grow its customer base and expand its retail footprint, all aimed at strengthening its hold on the market. And let's not forget the accolades. In 2020, Fast Company named Savage X Fenty as one of the 10 most innovative style companies. By 2021, it had a whopping 4.5 million followers across various social media platforms and a $1 billion valuation to boot. Now, you might be wondering what's next for Rihanna and Savage X Fenty. In a surprising move, she decided to step down as the head of the brand, passing the CEO baton to a former CEO of Anthropologie Group. But don't be fooled, Rihanna's influence is far from over. She's now taken on the role of executive chair, focusing on shaping the brand's vision and strategic decisions. It's a strategic move that shows Rihanna's adaptability as a businesswoman and her ability to delegate while still guiding the brand's trajectory. Her vision and influence remain key to the brand's success. Let's not forget about Rihanna's collaborations because they're a major part of her business success. She's always had an eye for strategic partnerships, and boy, has it paid off. In 2014, Rihanna kicked off a 4-year collaboration with Puma, serving as the brand's global ambassador and creative director. It's during this partnership that we saw the birth of Fenty X Puma, her exclusive line of footwear and apparel. If there's one thing we've learned from Rihanna, it's that whatever she touches, it turns to gold. Or in this case, trendy sneakers and cool athleisure. And she didn't stop there. Our superstar is also making waves in the luxury sector. She created a capsule collection with none other than the upscale footwear brand Manolo Blahnik. I mean, if you're gonna design shoes, you might as well do it with the best, right? But here's the big one. Rihanna made history as Dior's first Black ambassador. In doing so, she didn't just add another accomplishment to her ever-growing list. She also contributed to the conversation about diversity in the fashion industry, driving home the importance of inclusivity in all aspects of the business. In the past year, she filed patents for Fenty Kids and Fenty Hair. Because why stop at makeup, skincare, and lingerie when you can take over the entire beauty and fashion industry, right? Rihanna's business acumen is in a league of its own. Her ability to constantly evolve, innovate, and expand truly makes her an icon in every sense. So what's next for Rihanna? What other surprises does she have in store for us? We'll just have to wait and see. That's all for today. Thanks for joining us on this exciting journey into the life of Rihanna, the billion-dollar queen of the music industry. Make sure to subscribe for more inspiring stories. And remember, you've got your own journey to make, so make it count.